the logging camp incident. I worked the woods most my life. Trees don't lie to you. People do. Cold don't lie either. But up there in Huron Manistee, the forest ain't honest anymore. Not since that season. It was winter, 2012. Logging contract. Small outfit. Government pay. Nothing fancy. 10 of us. All hardened types. We were clearing blowdowns from a recent ice storm. The work was remote. A full day's drive into a frost-bitten stretch where GPS cuts out, and the only way in or out is a logging road, no wider than a truck and barely kept up. The first 3 days were clean, cold air, brittle trees, and frozen silence. But on the 4th morning, we saw it. Tracks in the snow. They were canine. I've seen wolf sign before, but these were different. The gait was off. Too long between steps. And what really messed with me, 6 digits per paw. Clawed, lean, like it walked upright. I chalked it up to snowmelt distortion and didn't say anything. But that night, Danny came back to camp, pale as chalk. He'd gone to the tree line to relieve himself, but said he saw something standing between the trees. Said it was tall, hair-covered, looked like a wolf on 2 legs, but wider at the shoulders, watching him. We laughed it off, told him it was too much whiskey in the thermos, but he didn't sleep right after that. None of us did, really. On the 6th night, the woods died. No owls, no wind, just stillness. Then, around 2 a.m., the screaming started. Not from camp, from out there, in the trees. It sounded like a man being torn in half, wet and ragged. But there was something beneath the scream, a growl, low and vibrating. Something that didn't belong in any throat I've ever heard. By dawn, Raymond was missing. We found blood leading from his tent to the tree line. No drag marks, just a clean trail, like he walked out, bleeding. We called it in, but there was no signal. The sat phone buzzed dead. One of the guys, Mick, hiked up the ridge to try for reception. He never came back. But his radio did. It crackled to life just after nightfall. Not with words, but breathing. Deep, steady breathing. Then something that sounded like growling between words, like it was mimicking him, trying to talk. And the next morning, we found his boot. Just one, sitting in the middle of the trail with claw marks around it. We should have left then, but the roads were iced over. No chains, no snowmobile. So we did the only thing we could. We fortified the main cabin, pushed everything in front of the doors, and slept in shifts. The fire was the only warmth we had, and even then, we kept the lights low. We didn't want it to see us. On the 9th night, it came right up to the cabin. We heard it crunching snow just past the porch, then scratching. Not fast, slow, purposeful, testing the wood. One of the new guys, Travis, peeked through a crack in the boards. He wished he hadn't. Said it stood just outside the light, 8, maybe 9 feet tall. Gray fur, muscles like corded ropes under matted hair, yellow eyes that reflected like burning coals, and the claws, 6 of them, curling, twitching like they had minds of their own. It saw him, didn't roar, didn't lunge, just leaned in and smiled. That's when the banging started. It hit the side of the cabin so hard the whole structure shook. Boards popped. We fired blindly through the walls. Shotgun blasts, rifle rounds. It vanished into the dark like smoke. But it wasn't gone. It stalked us for hours, circling, tapping, scratching, waiting. By morning, the trees around camp were marked, not by claws, by symbols, almost like writing, etched 8 feet high. We didn't understand it, but it made something clear. This thing wasn't just a predator, it was intelligent. 3 of us hiked out the next day, desperate to reach the nearest ranger post. 2 never made it. Slashed backpacks were found along the trail days later. Nothing else. I got out by sheer luck. A fire crew chopper spotted my emergency flare near the frozen creek. I was hypothermic, dehydrated, borderline delusional. That's what they told me. But I know what I saw. 6 of us went in. Only 3 came back. 2 of them don't talk about it. The last guy? He left a note and disappeared into the woods a year later. I haven't touched a chainsaw since. Thanks for watching another chilling tale here on Cryptid Encounter Stories. If you enjoyed the story, like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories. And if you're hungry for more supernatural thriller, be sure to grab a copy of Fall of the Order, available now in ebook, audiobook, and paperback. Until next time, stay safe and stay in the light.